Shreyas Iyer won the toss and put KKR into bat. They have reached 178 for the loss of 7 wickets. This is MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live with me, Harsha Bhogle, Simon Doull. Gentlemen, Delhi will take this.
I think they'll be very happy.
He's listen, he's
I know,
cool
look
right
at him,
now.
look
let's
at
not,
him.
Let's completely ignore him. Completely. He's trying to be all nonchalant and cool about the fact that he has won the MPL Super Couch.
Yet again. I think those are what you look at. Yet again.
2 days in a row.
2 in a row.
I wasn't here yesterday. It was a holiday, so it doesn't count.
It's just habit.
It just happened. What to do when God has given you so much?
I know.
Things just happen. Yeah, his guess was 182.
182, 184.
He said 187, so I said 184. If he had said 192, I might have said 189 or something. Who knows?
Yeah, you would have still won. But my point is that if you would have decided to go 3 runs above him, he would have been sitting on the couch right now. So honestly, I think more than...
It's called judgment. That's the word you're looking at.
I think it's called lottery.
No, I think you're looking at judgment.
Well,
all those grapes, every one of those grapes out there was sour?
They are fantastic. I love sour grapes. Listen, okay, hang on.
Okay.
I tell you, I've stopped eating those grapes, sour or sweet, a long time ago because I just don't get to sit on this super couch. It's got a problem with me. So I'm out of the game.
You're done.
I'm done. I'm retired.
Hindi
Stick a
word
fork
for it.
in me. I'm done.
Prayashchit karna chahiye.
Prayashchit.
For stealing the red table last time.
That's right. This is payback, right?
Payback.
It's karmic payback. Today, there was a little bit of payback for Andre Russell because Ajay Jadeja has been saying for days, put an extra point out for him. Put a point, deep point out for him. And today it's happened. Ajay, you'll be very happy. That's how they got Russell. 45 of 21 is a bad day for KKR when Russell gets that. And Delhi would be happy, as I was saying. We'll pick that up again with 178.
Yeah, well, Ricky Ponting said during that interview with Ian Bishop that anything under 180, they'd be pretty happy with on a pitch that's going to skid on a little bit under lights and at night time a little bit of dew as well. So I think they'd be very happy with their batting lineup. But the interesting thing was, Hush, that the 3 quick bowlers, when we just saw on that scorecard, Kemo, Paul, Rabada and Morris, were all relatively expensive. Morris was the best of them, but the other 2 both going for in excess of 40.
There you go.
Surely you mean 2.5 quicks. I mean,
no,
you're not counting Kemo as a quick.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But Ishant Sharma, brilliant up front, didn't have to do the hard yards at the back end and bowl in the power play.
Yeah.
And Akshar Patel, 4 pretty tidy overs, just going for 30.
Expensive in the end, of course, Akshar. His last,
His last
2 overs
over
for 5.
only. Yeah, his last 2
2
overs
overs for 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then went 2 for 25. Sorry, you were commenting on the fast bowlers going for...
Yeah, I was just I was looking at the card before I was on the Cricbuzz app, he was on the screen.
Yeah.
But they just put it up. Yeah, it's 2.5 quicks.
Yeah.
But to say that a West Indian bowler is not a quick, still, after all these years, still seems an aberration. But
Yeah.
Kemo Paul is...
At 130, he perhaps qualifies in West Indies as a spinner.
So why didn't he bowl Tewatia at all? 1 over Tewatia? He doesn't trust him.
Yeah, I don't know
So he's
what
going to
happened
bat
there.
at 8, unless he's being used as a
Specialist
as a
fielder
slogger somewhere.
He's
Yeah.
a specialist fielder.
Yeah, I don't get it, especially...
That's what we were in our first year in the school team. Come back every day. What do you do? I was a specialist fielder.
Where did you feel? Just behind the keeper. I was long stop, just in case the keeper missed it.
That is me even now in gully cricket, by the way. Little surprised, though, that he didn't go to Tewatia, considering Akshar went for runs in his 3rd.
Yeah.
And then his 4th when you're bowling to that pedigree batsman, you're out there.
Well, it just gives you other options at the back end, doesn't it? If he gets 1 or 2 overs out of him, particularly before Russell comes into bat, it just gives him more options at the back end, I think.
Happy with Ishant Sharma at the top, gets the wicket first ball, keeps it tight after that.
Can you imagine Joe Denley's waited all this time? The other day we talked about Siddesh Lad.
Yeah.
He's waited all this time with the 6 first ball. Joe Denley's thinking, you know what, I've heard so much about this IPL. I'm a good player. I'm going out to play the IPL. 2 stumps out of the ground, first ball.
See you later.
Yeah.
Wow.
What does it feel like being in the IPL? I haven't touched the ball yet.
One opportunity to replace Chris Lynn.
Yeah.
You know, go out there, put some pressure on.
No, he didn't do that.
No.
He didn't trouble nobody. He didn't trouble the scorers.
Shubman
He
Gill
didn't
did.
trouble the scorers.
He might
He
bowl a
didn't
couple
trouble
overs,
Chris Lynn. But Shubman Gill gets on the other hand, he gets an opportunity. And boy, he grabs it with both hands, both legs, and his nostrils as well.
He's shown, I think, to me, Harsha, that that's where he belongs, at the top of the order. I don't think you can bring a genuine stroke maker. And he has a little bit of power, but he's a stroke maker and more of a classical batsman who can score you runs. But that's not the guy you bat at 6 and 7.
No, you know, it's like entering this mall. You enter this fabulous shop and you see all these clothes laid out there. But the best one is actually hiding somewhere at the back.
Yeah.
Now they've got to take that out and put it in front of the store.
Yeah.
That's what he is. There's something about him in Zaman. I don't know. It's just something very slow about him. You know, he's just.
You said that. You said when we were watching it. Harsha said that he's so slow, and I was like, "Oh, he doesn't like his batting." What he meant is, it looks like he has so much time to play the ball.
It almost could be we talk about the elegance of some of the left-handers of years gone by and things.
David Gower, my favourite.
Stephen Fleming, almost. There's just something sort of languid about him. That
And
you
then he
don't
just
see all that often. And I mean, had some wonderful shots, some great timing. I mean, I really like him. I love seeing him do well.
Number 4.
India number 4.
He's now in my World Cup
throw another
squad.
hat in the ring. You don't have choice.
You didn't hear what he said.
What did he say?
He's in my World Cup squad now.
He is? Are you changing it? Your WC, my WC squad is changing again. This business stinks, I tell you. Shubman Gill is given them. Sorry?
Ek Prem Katha.
Ek Prem, what is, I don't know why you keep naming all these random Hindi films I don't understand.
But I didn't say the first word because you said WC.
Toilet Ek Prem Katha. Oh, I know. That's a new film. I know that one. That's one of the new films I've not seen. Compared to some of the old films I've not seen.
No, I didn't say it. At your age, it's okay. I didn't say it.
Shubman Gill has given KKR a problem now. It's a happy problem, but it's a problem. You have Lynn and Narayan free. You're not going to move Robin from 3 because that's just almost seems disloyal, and KKR will not do that. You can only bat him probably above Nitish Rana, who's only a couple of seasons old. What happens to that batting order then? Does suddenly Rana see himself as number 7?
He bats 4. Shubman Gill bats 4, or he continues to open the batting. You ask if Lynn wants to bat 3 with Uthappa 4. I don't know. But he's got to be in that top 3-4. It's far too good a player.
Yeah, it's tricky, right? No?
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, they need to be a little bit flexible, but they're not a side that's losing.
Yeah.
And, obviously they lost the last game. It was a close one, but they're not a side that's losing. They haven't got a losing record this year, so to chop and change too much is a lot to ask, but they're nice problems to have. Yeah. I still believe he's got to bat 1, 2 or 3 if they're going to get the best out of them. And if you're going to ask Robin Uthappa to change, he's probably the one that could change. Because at the moment, he's sort of batting around about 30 balls, getting around about 25 to 40 runs, when he's playing well. And maybe he'd be better off he plays spin well. He reads it because he's a keeper. So I think he reads spin quite well. There's no problem with him coming in at 5 or 6 in that middle order. And if something goes wrong, he's in there early enough. Other than that, at the back end, he can still play the big shots. So I don't see a problem with Uthappa moving a little bit. And getting Shubman Gill into that 1, 2 or 3 spot.
But here's the thing. Now, I know we're fans of Shubman Gill, and there's KKR fans going outside going, wait, hang on, this team is not supposed to serve one individual, right? He may be good, but they have to get the best out of the team, not the best out of him. They're still winning, even though he's not being used at 6 and 7. That's a fair argument as well.
But if you look at his numbers this year, and you see his numbers, he scored 3 and 6 and 9.
Yeah.
Batting at 5 and 6, or when he's been given those small, limited opportunities. Today he gets one opportunity to bat where he should be batting, and he does the job, and does it brilliantly well, better than anyone else has been doing it of late. So
then are they done with the Narayan experiment? They're going, all right, this worked well for us for a couple of years. That's fine. Let's just bat him at 7. He's going to come and swing the bat anyway.
I think a guy that strikes at 170 career in the IPL has to open the batting.
Now they need 3 openers.
No, but the thing with Sunil Narayan is you don't know if he'll get out first ball or 5th ball or 20th ball because there's no pressure on him.
Yeah.
So if you're number 3, you're really an opener when Sunil Narayan is batting.
Yeah.
Because with every ball, you sit again. As the bowler's running in, and then you sit down again.
And even if Narayan gets 30 or 40, you can still be in the 5th over.
Yeah. He'll get there in 15
with the newest ball.
Because guaranteed 170 strike rate. So whether 1 ball or whether...
So I think if Shubman Gill bats at 3, and that would be the lowest I'd like to see him, then it's not a problem. They continue with Lynn and Narayan, and he might be in 2nd ball. He might be in the 4th over when they've got a great start, which gives them a nice opportunity. So
almost like a little handicap. Start with a handicap. So batting at 3 for KKR's.
I like KKR's finisher. I loved KKR's finisher today.
Piyush Chawla.
If Piyush Chawla swings with all his might, he will hit the ball about 1/8 the distance that Andre Russell hits.
Hey, listen, he won a tournament. He lifted a trophy once with his big hit.
There goes my phone.
There goes your phone. That's because Piyush Chawla lifted the trophy once with that hit.
And the idea that Piyush Chawla is going to do that caused me to drop it.
Yeah, that was 7 years ago.
But he found ways of scoring 14 or 6 balls.
Yeah, he did.
Once something went there, once something went there. He got the runs.
And the two guys that have been sitting out watching, that haven't had any cricket, the overseas players, Denley and Carlos Brathwaite.
Yeah,
correct.
Both pretty poor. Well, Denley, you can't help that. You're going to get a good one. But Carlos Brathwaite didn't show any signs of power.
Yeah, he just wanted to get
struggled.
Russell on strike.
Yeah, he struggled. And when he had his opportunity, he just got done by a slower ball that he toe-ended, which Russell would have put out of the out of the park.
Yeah, so now you're looking at 178, and we were saying that, KKR's been winning. Can they win today? Let's look at the Delhi batting lineup. Shikhar Dhawan obviously has not been getting runs, and they'd want Shikhar Dhawan to get runs. Is 178 that kind of total? It's a juicy enough total to sort of go, but it's not a high pressure total. Do you know what I mean? It's in that sweet spot where you're like, just play your game, Shikhar. Play your game. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I mean, Shikhar's already had a little bit of a tune-up, I would call it, from Ricky Ponting this year about scoring slowly. This is not the sort of total that you want Shikhar Dhawan to be 35 off 30 at all. If Shikhar Dhawan plays his natural game and starts to strike the ball well, you want him to be 55 off 30, 35.
Yeah.
And then, he sees it home. It's done and dusted from that point on. But if he starts putting pressure on, that run rate climbs from 8.5 to 9.5 to 10.5 to 11, in the 8th, 9th, 10th over, then it becomes tough.
Yeah. It's the kind of score that seems, gettable. I mean, people score 178. Yeah. Then you have a slower start, and suddenly you're looking at 11 and over, Correct. You're looking at 12 and over.
And you don't want to put the Delhi middle order in that pressure.
No.
Because they have crumbled under that pressure.
No, exactly. I mean, and Prithvi Shaw is, in general terms, he's going to be probably more aggressive than Shikhar. So if he bats for a little bit of time, then Shikhar's sort of job seems a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But then Prithvi Shaw gets out. Well, Shikhar's got to take on that mantle if that's the case.
Yeah.
He can't afford to have Shreyas Iyer come in and then put him under pressure. So he's just got to read the game and read it well, I think, tonight.
The thing with the Delhi middle order is you obviously, you saw the Punjab game and the Bangalore game. You know that the middle order, they're really good friends. Like, they all like to leave the party together, right? They don't, they don't space it out. They're like, come on, let's 3 of us go. No, let's 7 of us leave together.
7 did.
7 did. That's what I'm saying. In Punjab game, 7 did.
Even the other day, they're playing RCB, right? The game is over.
3 of them decided to leave together.
Supposed to do the presentation, I came down thinking the game is over. Yeah. On the way down 1, while I'm standing there 2 more.
Yeah.
And suddenly I'm hearing shouts of RCB, and I said, "Oh, I thought they'd forgotten."
Nah, I'll tell you what happened. It was just Delhi giving some extra bang for buck to the Bangalore fans who bought tickets and came in. It was, let's give them something to cheer about right towards the end. KKR have an extra bowling option today. Let's look at that as well. We've got Joe Denley, who Dinesh Karthik can use. You've got Carlos Brathwaite, and then, of course, Russell all the way down.
Russell didn't bowl in the last game, actually.
Yeah, so he's probably...
That wrist, it's a left wrist.
He's not going to use him. It's the wrist.
It's a left wrist, though, so he should be able to... He should be all right. Is it left wrist?
I think it was the left wrist.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been bowling much at all.
No.
Yeah. The odd over here.
Yeah, the odd over. They've got 6 genuine bowlers.
Yeah.
If they want them tonight. So there's no issue with that. I just like to see, if Lockie Ferguson starts up, really try and cramp Prithvi Shaw for room.
Yeah.
Don't give him anything on off stump. Actually ram everything in at middle and leg. And Prasidh Krishna as well. If he's going to try and take it away, he's got to be taking it away from middle and leg and angling it away towards the slips. Don't give him any room.
He's got out pulling a few times. There,
yeah,
got out somewhere there, yeah.
In that sort of area, without timing it.
Yeah, he likes to free his arms. He plays a little away from his body.
Small arms, but he likes to free them.
Small arms.
They're only small arms, yeah.
It's really mean.
I know.
Simon and I are 6.5 feet tall. We shouldn't be saying that.
I know a few people with really small arms. Really deep pockets.
Yeah.
And really small arms.
Really small arms?
Yeah, they just cannot ever seem to get their hand in their pocket.
We know a few. Before we round up, I got to tell you, Shikhar put something on his Instagram video the other day of Prithvi Shaw and his Shikhar's son Zorawar playing air hockey. I was like, no height advantage for anyone here. No, really. All right, so before we go, the call, advantage Delhi, advantage KKR.
Advantage Delhi, I think anything under 180 was always going to be chaseable on the surface, but still got to play well.
Yeah.
I don't know, I still fancy KKR,
Oh, you do? What do they have to get in the
Prithvi
power
Shaw's
play?
got a 99. Thereafter, he's played cameos. He's played 20-30, 20-30 cameos. I love the way Shreyas Iyer batted against RCB, but he gave a chance at 4, he gave a chance at 20.
Yeah.
But he looked really classy. But there's something about that side. Says, can they get 178? I don't know. They should. They should. But I'm sort of tilting KKR.
It seems like they've got the merit to get it, but it also seems like they could just crumble any second.
They can find a way to lose, can't they?
There you go. That's well
The
put.
funny thing, though, is when you looked at that points table, suddenly, KKR are almost top of the table with CSK. They lose one game. They lose this. Suddenly, they're on par with Delhi
this
Capitals.
attractive champ.
With Delhi Capitals,
yeah.
who are on their way up.
There you go.
And KKR could be on their way down because it's 3-3 and 4-2.
So
The
they're
winner
going to
is
jump up.
4-3.
They'll jump up over Punjab. They've got a negative run rate. So if Delhi wins this today, they jump up over Punjab for sure. KKR probably might just stay in the same position, but that means then...
But they're 4-3. They're both 4-3. They're both same on points in the game. Which means KKR, for all their start, have to go into the back 7, needing to go 4-3 again.
Yeah, and they don't do well in the second half of the tournament, traditionally.
No.
Yeah, they don't. Ooh, that is extremely interesting. But hey, there's still half a game to go.
It's a big 20 overs for them.
Yeah, it's a big 20 overs for them. Big 20 overs for Delhi Capitals as well. Because if they lose this one, then you're looking at 5-2. And then you're looking at a climb out of a hole that's just way too deep. And you probably can't do it by the 5th of May. So they have to get it
From
right.
the tournament's point of view, there's already 2 teams that looking virtually impossible.
Bangalore. Yeah.
Now, if these people lose today, they're again 3-4, they're on their way down. You can't have too many teams going out too early.
So for the tournament, instinctively you're saying Kolkata will win, but for the tournament you want Delhi to win. So you are having what we like to call a dichotomy.
No, I think KKR would win.
You think KKR would win?
I think they would win, but I think that...
But you want Delhi to win for a better tournament.
Okay.
This is what we call a dichotomy. We shall pontificate on this and many other matters when we meet again, I tell you, at the end of the 20th, or perhaps earlier. We do not know. With Delhi, you never know. So 179 is what the Delhi Capitals need to get. We're going to see you at the end of the 10th over with Cricbuzz Combox. A big thank you to Mr. Harsha Bhogle, Mr. Simon Doull.
I'm just getting used to this chair.
Oh, you like him, don't you? The Prithvi Shaw's off the mark as well. He's one.
Yeah,
She could have played 3 dot balls.
If you get it, if 3 days in a row and you get to take it home. So that's what it is.
I'd like to see him carry it.
Yeah, that's the trick. Pick it up yourself. All right, I'm Gaurav Kapur. Thank you so much for watching MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live.